Wish I could tell you that all of it
You
was
can't
fun.
hear it?
It's playing though.
I
Can
was
you hear
getting
it?
smarter
I can hear
by
it.
being dumb.
Ooh,
Are we live?
Nowadays I
we are
feel
live.
more cause I was numb. I was like,
Tight, bro.
hesitate to say I'm found. They
Groundwork
working on their dreams.
live
Groundwork live.
from motherfucking CSSB. I guess we could check real quick on the motherfucking YouTube if you want to see if it's going good, but I think we're live, man. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Shout out motherfucking Bobby wearing the cut, you know what I'm saying, for fucking helping us get set up, and
Yeah, hell
shout
yeah.
out the Zoods, you know what I'm saying, the family for fucking helping us get rocking over here. This OBS shit is no joke, no gap. You know what I mean? I thought you could plug a camera into a computer. Turns out that you can't. You can't just plug a camera into a computer. There's these things. They're called Cam Link. Anyway, it's a discussion for a different day. You know what I'm saying? We're here. We're at motherfucking Groundwork Live. I'm with my brother Cheat Code. My name is Josh Jordan. We're at CSSB as always. You know what I'm saying?
Couldn't
And
hear nothing.
this
Sorry.
is it's okay. And this is the movement, man. What's up with my brother?
This
How
is
you
the
doing, Cheats?
movement. I'm good, bro. We just set all this up like you were talking about. You know, a lot of shit, a lot of moving parts. We gonna get our own cam link so we don't have to bother Bobby all the time.
Yeah, dude. Again, big shout out to bro. You know what I'm saying? Literally couldn't do it without bro. Seeing what you guys were going through and setting up for the last. Again, obviously I had to leave, but when
and
I
it was
came-
still mostly bro, because like I don't know enough to like get to the. It would have took 3 more hours.
yeah.
I would have figured it out, but it would have took me way longer.
Shout out to team, man. You know what I'm saying? That's how you pull resources. That's how you make shit happen. So just one more time, you know what I'm saying? Give it up for motherfucking Bobby and the Zoo. You know what I'm saying? Team shit. But look, man, this new segment is gonna be pretty cool. The way that we're gonna get this one rocking is gonna be very straightforward. We're gonna talk about some local events that we got rocking. Then we're gonna talk about some merchandise that we got coming and that has already come out. You can see it right here on Cheat Code. You know what I'm saying? I got some new music I want to talk about. And then after that, we got some dope new Spotify music world shit that me and Cheats kind of just want to talk about and kind of just put into the air on some open forum style shit.
Yeah.
But let's get into it, dude. Like CSSB events, bro. And these next couple weeks are heavy. Obviously, fucking
Next month, I think.
yeah,
From now to the next
this
month.
Sunday we got fucking the mini market.
Mini market, yeah.
From 11 to 2. It's really not going to be that many, you know what I'm saying? I think it's fucking about 11 or 12 vendors.
Yeah.
Building's going to be cracking. Food by the Bama Pit. We're going to be kicking it. And then that evening, we're going to be supporting John Wild
Yep.
over at the Colony or the Colonial Theater, one of the two. It's one of the two right next to each other.
I think it's, yeah.
Yeah, but right down there at the spot, man, and he's kicking off his tour with a fucking local show, so we're going to go fuck around, you know what I'm saying?
Tight, yep.
Going to be super tight. Hey, Bobby, how's cussing on here? Can I cuss like that? YouTube ain't tripping out? Okay,
Yeah,
cool.
hell yeah, you can.
Hell yeah. You know
Shit,
what I mean?
balls, fuck, all that shit.
In Minecraft. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, but look, bro, real life dope Sunday coming up, so make sure you're rocking. After that, this, like you're saying, December is going to be super. Well, before we get to December, we've got Freestyle Fridays.
Yeah,
at
right
the
after
end of the month.
Thanksgiving.
Yep, the day after Thanksgiving. So before you do your Black Friday shopping, come get some Black Friday rapping in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's actually a really dope event going on that day too. I want to shout out for family and friends are doing a dope pop up like for local brands. No resellers, so you've got to be like an original creator, which is
Yeah.
super tight.
That is tight.
And I think it's right down here on Broadway as well. So something to check out. Definitely go peep. And if you've got a business and a brand you're trying to perpetuate, I think it's a good move for sure.
Yep.
Then rolling into December, you know what I'm saying? I'll let you kind of holler. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, but we got the fly market on the 26th now.
Oh, shout out you, bro, for getting us on that.
Sunday.
You know what I'm
Sunday
saying?
the 26th.
Yep, groundwork will be at the fly market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I saw a couple We Are Sac events too. Like on the 18th, there's like another art show.
Oh, God,
that they're doing.
big shout out to We Are Sac. You know what I'm saying? Mario and the whole crew going absolutely crazy.
But yeah, other than that, we got that was the last thing was the fly market that I
Yeah.
know of. It then pushed to the next week. Confirmed date for Yvette Wave and the Sisters in Sound. Probably Sisters in, something else for the overall event, but that's going to be a dope little networking event. That's Sunday the 3rd. And then we got Battle of the Beats with Connor Helm on December 8th.
Two
Friday.
tight events. yeah,
Friday,
bro.
December 8th. Yep. So same week.
Pop out.
Yeah, pop out.
Yeah, pop the fuck out, man.
Because I feel like there's other things too that we're doing, but it's just not as to that extent. We're still playing kickball every Tuesday, damn near. You know what I'm saying? We just came off of your guys' release party, cool little release party. Shout out Lucid Winery.
Yeah, that shit was really tight. I got drunk with a J.
Drunk.
Yeah. Yeah, that was a good time.
But yeah, I feel like these announcements really are just the beginning of like letting people know that we're ramping up back into events, which I feel like we haven't like done a shit ton of them. We've obviously still do Freestyle Fridays and stuff like that, but
Yeah. Free slice is tomorrow too. You know what I'm saying? So we'll be outside every 2 weeks, man. Free slice Fridays.
yep.
Team shit. But yeah, bro, a lot of dope event shit going on. You know what I'm saying? On the groundwork tip, on the groundwork hype, you know what I mean? We just rolled out these tight ass mauve motherfucker. Well, first I'm gonna go to the mauve before I
Yeah,
showcase
you gotta do the mauve,
You know what I
bro.
mean? But yeah, the mauve sweatsuits. You know what I mean? Super, super cool, like off purple color sweatsuits. Few limited sizes left. Super dope run though. And then we've got these crew necks that Cheat Code's wearing, which are comfortable as hell.
Yeah, they're hella comfy.
Yeah, they got these
Bro
bigger.
spilled some wine on some.
Yeah, bro, bigger collar, bigger end of the sleeve cuff area. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the whole thing is just a comfy
Yeah,
sweater.
they look kind of big, but this actually is my size and doesn't feel that big
Yeah, facts.
anymore. The
Facts.
next one up looks hella big though.
Yeah, the sizing is extreme. But yeah, man, tap in with us. You know what I'm saying? Team shit, bro. You can see the OG yellow and black back here in between us. You know what I mean? Movement, bro.
Fire.
Yeah, dude, but you know what I mean? I don't mean to be too selfish, bro, but I just dropped, you know what I mean, one of my favorite pieces of work up until this point, you know what I mean? So if you haven't checked out the Divulgence project with Connor Helm, it just dropped, you know what I'm saying? So there's a visual experience available on YouTube, so you can go check that out. It's a 10-minute watch, you know what I mean? So if you're at home, please, you know what I mean, check that shit out. It's real, man. You know what I mean? It's very organic. It's very authentic. It's a very vulnerable me, so check that shit out. The music's obviously on all platforms. You could definitely stream it if you got a favorite one or something. You know what I mean, throw it in your library, slap it. You know what I mean?
Fire.
Yeah, dude. I mean, shit, bro. The whole project in itself was, you know what I mean, shit. We started that shit like a year and a half ago.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
And the whole process of it was amazing. And shooting the videos and putting them out. I was just having a conversation with Madge fucking outside just a few hours ago, and we were just talking about how, you know, I made a comment about like, yeah, man, you know, this really raises the standard, and I got to just make sure I can't go back. I got to make sure I keep up this level of X, Y, Z. And he was like, well, yeah, bro, but at the same time, you know, what I mean, you can make it work for you, right? I mean, if the people receive this really well, but you know that you're doing micro content in a consistent manner, and you can still continue to reach out to, you know what I mean, more people, and continue to get that exploring that reach, that it could be blended together, you know what I mean? And every few months or whatever, you know, you get the budget together. That shit's expensive, man. You know, it's really nice because it's expensive, you know what I mean? So
I think that's a good point in that you still have to figure out a way to convey that level of standard, even in the small content, for sure. I feel like
yeah, for sure. And you know, the newer content that I have coming out for micro content wise, I feel like definitely does a better job of doing it than the older stuff. But that gum sounds so crazy in my ear. It's fine, dude. You're not wearing headphones, dude. Don't matter, dude.
I couldn't hear. I tried.
I know, dude. I know. But yeah, bro. It's you know, there's definitely you definitely hit it on the head. There's something to be said about how you can convey that message and that emotion. You know what I mean? I've had people shoot me messages and shit and say that, like, you know, there's parts that made them cry, and you know what I mean, there's parts that made them do X, Y, Z, and you know, just reference certain parts of the videos. But you know, I've also had people tell me that and give me that type of engagement from other short
stuff,
posts. Yeah, you know,
because it makes
kind of
sense.
posts,
Yeah,
yeah, so very interesting conversation, but just some open forum conversation again. Just, you know, I think if you have the ability to save some money for a few months and go invest into a, you know, higher production music video, definitely do that, and don't hit yourself, you know, over the head by trying to do that shit every 2 weeks. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But make it make sense. I mean, the experience was tight, bro. Having 5, 6, 7 dudes on
Shooting
set,
the
dude. Having the director, having
shooting it.
the gaffer, the DP, exactly. You know what I mean? Just having everybody there and focused on one mission was super tight. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I talked to Momo Vigilante, or it's Gino's videographer.
Okay.
About something he recently did too, and I was like, he put the credits in the shit, and there was 20 people on it. He did just the zooms or something. Like, he did one thing out of the. So that's kind of like what he's getting into too, where it's like, oh yeah, like there's these big ass productions that can make sense sometimes, like you're saying.
Yeah. Thought it out.
That's a cool little segue too into what I think we were originally talking about this live being about anyway, which is like topics of this nature that we could either help out on or fucking, you know, shed a light on or answer any.
Even opening up the
the dialogue,
conversation, right? Yeah, just allowing people to realize that it's something that, you know, maybe they don't necessarily have to be paying attention to, but you know, it may speak to them and it may resonate with them.
Yeah.
And if so, like, let's talk about it, because I think that when you're talking about the real cutting edge shit, it's hard to find a lot of information on that stuff. Right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
but you don't also need it, because that's what I think. I think that's what I go back to when I look at that. Like, if I just use you as the comparison, like if I didn't even know you personally, and I saw that, and I see some things, then I'm like, oh yeah, like he could do this by himself, on either with all the resources we have, or just like because a little bit of setting control or whatever it is that you would think would be as either a video person or a creative person. But the fact of like exactly what you were already talking about, like making it blend together, but still keeping the standard up of like, you know, that's where you are as an artist. You know what I'm saying? Like it's natural. It's okay to have to be held higher. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like, and this is just my opinion when it comes to this for sure, I feel like we give ourselves a lot of passes when it comes to that of like, oh yeah, like let's just make it work. Like let's just do this. And we for sure have to do that. And we will continue to do that, and it still comes out great. But even with like that's what I'm saying. Like, even if I didn't know you and I was talking about somebody else, like just making sure yourself and that person and that artist is like, oh yeah, I've now stepped up, so now I have to find a way to step up now to the next one rather than going backwards. And just like understanding that within yourself of like, yeah, I fucking recorded everything on BandLab for hella long, but now I understand how that works, so maybe I should start to elevate, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I buy a DAW that like makes sense for my computer, you know, and I start to record on that. And then now the next step is the mic, you know what I'm saying? So not like staying stagnant just because you have the tools, but actually literally using the tools to now get you to step up forward and continue on the path that you're on, rather than using it as like a crutch of like, I have it, I know how to use it, so fuck it. Like, I'm just going to kind of do it type shit. So, something that I was thinking about, you know?
Yeah, facts, brother. Dream shit.
Yeah. Fire.
Spotify.
We gonna go straight to the Spotify thing?
I want to.
Yeah.
I'm excited about it. Yeah, I thought it was a cool thing that you brought up, you know what I mean? And I think that it, like you were saying, it's just a great, when it comes to, again, just exactly what you're just talking about, just resources and wanting to take that step up and shit like that. It's like, these are the things that we're looking at, where it's like, okay, well, if this is something that you're looking to make a livelihood, you know what I mean? And there's new information that's breaking the internet that's saying, hey, you know, Spotify is going to change the way that they're paying their music artists. And, you know, it's not going to, not everybody gets 80 cents dropped in their DistroKid no more. So what does that mean? Does that mean that there's more money for the people that are actually streaming over their threshold? Or does that mean that there's a different, you know, distribution spread? I mean, what does that mean? Well, we don't really know, but let's talk about it, and let's be intrigued, and let's fucking, you know what I mean, do the homework, and let's do it together, and not feel like, you know, there's a fucking I know and you don't know mindset. You know what I mean? So these new,
a sharing of information, if you will.
For sure, dude. You know what I'm
free
saying?
sharing.
Because it's obviously so interesting, right? I mean, this is
and it's a change in your industry. If you're in the industry, which every artist who says that they want to do this
is in the industry.
Then you should know it. You know, just like everybody else in other industries has to stay up to date. You know, this is how you would stay up to date. But I wanted to get to how I got to the topic, because obviously it was a conversation. First, I saw it on like Instagram. So somebody else was talking about it before I think it officially came out. So whenever they heard about it, basically of a threshold that you have to meet of streams to even get paid, right? And then, funny enough, guy in the room right now, Bobby, brought it up the other night. We had like a discussion about it. It then, like, I think yesterday there I saw like a thread on it, and somebody was also talking about it. So I think it's like coming now into effect. I don't know when they're like gonna do it, but basically it's 1,000 streams within a 12-month span. If you get less than that, you don't get paid out by Spotify.
1,000 plays for 12 months?
Mm-hmm. On each song.
I know. I hear it. But like that sounds okay. You ready? Here goes the fucking hard input. This is the subject matter, right? I mean, I didn't know that was okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean that doesn't sound crazy to me. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean, and I'm not fucking doing fucking thousands
Numbers,
of streams.
yeah,
Yeah, no, it
yeah.
just feels like, right? Doesn't it almost feel like an incentive? Like, bro,
Yeah,
you have
so-
12 months to get. You have to get 100 streams a month.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So here's what I seen like on the thread and kind of like what me and Bobby talked about and kind of like what the original people I seen talking about it. You know, on one end of it, which this is like the thread and like kind of what me and Bobby were talking about. On one end of it, it's like, damn, you're really gonna put that threshold there so that people who already are discouraged or whatever, or whatever the reason why it might be, now they can't earn anything. It's almost nothing anyway, but now you're making it so that it's literally nothing. So now it's, you have to do this, you have to do that. The guys that I seen, it was actually another podcast, they called it like the YouTube model. Like they're going to go to the YouTube model type shit because that's what like YouTube does. And then there's obviously the other side, which you've already kind of started getting into, where it's like, you know, we get this influx of people anyway, right? And then you get this influx of artists who like drop once and never drop again, or will drop 2 or 3 times and never go again. You know what I'm saying? Like, so those people to get something that they're never even going to collect on, you know, it's like you said, maybe there's now incentive to keep going instead of the other way around. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely
to call your aunt that loves you and say, hey, aunt, if you support me, can you give me some stream? Can you give little bro a stream for me? You know what I'm saying? To really bleed those resources and understand, like, hey,
bleed them.
it's bigger than fucking posting it on your fucking Instagram and then being like, all right, next song, it didn't hit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Fuck, bro. You know
And-
what I'm saying? It's damn, dude. It's just, it's not like that, bro. You know what I mean? It's just not like that, you know? Yeah.
I wrote down a couple other things too, I think. So threshold, 1,000 streams in 12 months. Something I forgot, but right when I read it, I remember this, like most distribution people usually have a minimum threshold anyway until you can cash anything out.
Yeah.
So some people aren't even hitting that.
Yeah, because DistroKid, wants you to make 20 before you can cash out or some shit?
Something like that, yeah.
Some bitches,
Then they said that 1,000 streams amounts to about $3. So people are kind of like online saying like, y'all tripping over $3, like, you know what I'm saying? But then, like I said, the other side of it is,
But that's interesting.
it equates to about $3. Then the other thing that I had read, and so I'm giving all this hopefully just to be informative, and then the opinion, like you've already kind of talked about.
You
it.
know, I'm opinionated.
Yeah, the opinion will kind of come after for me, but just kind of the interesting points that I kind of seen. Another article was saying that like a lot of money isn't even getting to some of these people. So like you're getting all these uploads, you're getting all these collected, you know, royalties and stuff like that, and it's not being collected. So when it's not collected, I'm assuming this is the same way as like the publishing stuff, because what I had understood before about like when you don't collect publishing, it goes into a black box, and like the top fucking like 1% of earners in music get that anyway. So if you never collect any of that, like if you say fuck it after a couple songs, or like if
And your $1.32 sits in that DistroKid
For
bank
too long.
like so many people's probably does that they've never, you know what I'm saying?
yeah, then it goes to that top 1% anyway. So there's like a lot of factors in the shit, you know what I mean? So, but yeah,
Interesting.
that was
bro.
just some of the points I had kind of like seen after I had read that thread of, you know, the guy was basically saying like, you know, there was that guy saying like, I mean, we're artists, like we should get paid something. Like it's not really about how much it is, which I definitely understand that part of it. And then there's other people saying like you're tripping, like that's nothing. Like you gotta like really do certain things. And the other people were like, oh shit, like that's kind of crazy. It's gonna be like a YouTube subscription model. Like you're really gonna have to do things differently in that end. So yeah.
I guess you're going to have to get off your ass and go get some streams, huh? Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Nah, I'm being a hater, you know what I mean? I'm being funny because I was actually having this conversation too, right? I know we didn't even plan this conversation, but speaking of streams, you know what I'm saying? It's something that could very easily be like discouraging, you know what I mean? Right? I've been dropping music now since 2019, right? So this is what we're in 2023, you're talking about 4 years of like actively putting music on platforms that you can get paid from, right? So, you know what I'm saying? you know, I used to drop a song on Spotify or Apple Music, whatever, you know, on all platforms and get, you know, whatever, 10, 20, 30 streams, you know what I mean? And to this day, I don't get thousands and thousands, but one thing that I have seen over the consistent amount of time is I've seen that trajectory consistently go up. So not only is it like a constant growth, but it's exponential for sure. So it's like this hard arcing, you know what I mean, curve, because it's like I can log in and see that I'm getting 40 or 50 streams a week, and it literally blows my mind because then I'll go look at the songs, and they're old songs that are being streamed. Yeah. So it's like these are like residual plays that are happening. You know what I mean? And you know what I was just talking to. I'm over 60 songs on my catalog that's out on my Spotify. You know what I'm saying? I mean, there's plenty of shit for somebody to run into and decide that they like, you know, dig deep from 2021 or whatever the fuck it is. So
they never heard that song, so they're
yeah, man. So just, you know, one of those things to where it's like, you know, fucking 1,000 streams in a year definitely isn't crazy, but it's definitely not nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
so it's definitely but the execution, you know what I mean, the executability of it, I don't feel like is that crazy. It's just like it's like a very consistent grind, right? I mean, I haven't dropped any hits. I haven't dropped any when I say hits, you know, speaking to like the clout demon fucking era that it's in, you know, I don't got no 100K or million stream. I don't got nothing like that. You know what I mean? But the consistency, you know, the curve is there, the trajectory is there, and the work is there on the background, or on the back end to show it. So yeah, bro. Don't be discouraged, young buck. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to keep it pushing, man. You know what I mean? Because then when it's, you know, 100 streams a week or 200 streams a week, I mean you getting that easy, bro. Yeah, the 1,000 in the month or the 1,000 in the year is a fucking joke. You know what I'm saying? So, and I know it's per song, but still, it's like it's a.
And I don't know if sense. Like it says per song, but I don't know if they're
what
counting
that means exactly. And all that
yeah, like who knows? You know, people talk about like EPs being
a single
6 or 4 or 2 or some shit. You know what I mean? Maybe they consider a project to be this many X amount of songs, and they consider an EP still to be a single or some shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You can release 2 songs as a single. You know what I mean? Like imagine. So now like people are just gonna find a way around it for sure. Like the bigger the bigger people are gonna find it first. But
so even you know familiar with Even, so they just rolled out a few thousand like beta signups, like they're getting people on board and shit. And if you don't know who they are, I learned about them through LaRussell. LaRussell dropped his previous project on
Even.
Yeah, on Even. I think it's even.biz, I believe, or something like that. But it's cool. It's a direct-to-consumer website. So, you know, when I copped the project there, I got it directly from him. Those funds go to him. They support him. And then I got all these different utilities and different accesses within the website. So, you know, I mean, I had the ability to be in a group chat with the other people who purchased it. I was in this, you know, live stream that was only for the Even subscribers that had bought the project there. He, like, did the stream in a library and a whole bunch of other dope shit. So, very interesting concept. You know what I mean, as far as what's going on. And so I think that again just opens up those conversations of, you know, why the game is changing and streaming. I mean, if we zoom out a little bit, the game is kind of changing
all over.
So just being aware and you know, just keeping your eyes peeled to it, and you know, what works for one person is not necessarily going to work for you, and what works for you is not necessarily going to work for the next person. So just, you know, we're over here throwing shit at the wall, doing a whole lot of groundwork. You know what I mean? Shit, bro. We've listed a project on fucking Shopify. You know what I mean? And figured out how to do all the plugins. Yeah, bro. I know you've got a few, but I'm saying, like,
no, you got a few.
Really?
On that, remember the Soul Search one?
Oh, like the cops? Yeah, I got a few cops. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, I was like only one project though. Yeah, but you have a few projects because you helped.
Just Ray Sell.
Ray do it. Yeah, so I mean, you helped me do it and help yourself do it. So, team shit, bro. But yeah, just explore the shit, bro. You know what I'm saying? If this is something that you're doing and something that you're really trying to make your livelihood, bro, there's so many options right now and so many resources. You just have to be willing to do the groundwork, bro. No pun intended.
And I'll say too that, like, you know, at the base level of it, it's kind of fucked up because, you know, this isn't to like not hold Spotify accountable. Like, we all know streaming is on some fuck shit. You know what I'm saying? Sure. Like, we all understand that they're not doing enough. Like, the fact that you get paid, like, I don't even remember anymore. It's too depressing to remember. It's like fucking 0.03 per play type shit. Like, that part of it is not something that I definitely don't condone. I don't think that you condone it, but this is the game, like we were talking about. Like, if anything, this is one of those things that I feel like just makes it even more important for you to do the things that an artist is supposed to be doing anyway, as like an ecosystem. Like, you already weren't going to see a lot on your streaming. You have to go get merch. You have to find ways to get paid for shows, or like get paid for. I saw like something on a La Russell thing too, where it was a different account, but I guess he had given that person a breakdown of like his income and like how he gets stuff. And he was talking about in the captions, he was like, if you look and you see shows are obviously always a big thing, but he goes, if you look at private events, he goes, those are actually always a big money thing for artists of all sizes. So he's like, that's actually very common. He goes, it's a big play for La Russell, but it's also something that other people can do. So it's like, you know, this is one of those things, like you said, it should hopefully be an incentive for the people who are like taking it serious to continue to take it serious and find different ways to, you know, monetize their art and fucking not rely on streaming anyway, because that's already a third party. Like, you're already fucking yourself by thinking that that's going to be the move. Like, you're not going to drop things on Spotify and then just blow.
And capitalize off that.
You know what I'm saying? You can't only do that. That has to be a part of it. That's damn near your paid advertising now. Like, that's like where you can send people to like really look for you, and everything else has to now be, it's going to get even more amplified. And the other thing too is that I don't know this or not, but we're talking just about Spotify. I don't know what the other fucking streaming platforms are doing.
Bro. And look, I'll fucking jump in on this one. Hear me out, Cheats. Yeah, this is some shit me and you talk about all the time, but check it out, bro. Right? With where we're at, with where I'm at streams-wise, everything that we understand, with the Groundwork brand, with the merchandise, with just all the things and resources that we've learned the last 3 years in business together and just pushing the shit.
Yeah.
This last project that I just dropped, this Divulge project, it's like YouTube is the least paid platform. Okay? Then we took these 3 music videos that we shot and we put them into one video, which most people would say, why would you do that? Because that was an opportunity for 3 different monetizable videos.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? As opposed to one, right? So boom, that's already question mark number 1 for Josh, right? And question mark number 2 is, why drop and push everybody to the YouTube instead of to the platforms that pay you more? Right?
Yeah.
So, because chances are they go to the YouTube, they like the video, they like watching it with the video, that's their experience. They may not go to the platform. Some people will convert over that really like and put it in the library, but some people may only experience it like that and show their friends and shit like that. You know what I mean? So that's perfect though. I mean, but my mindset and talking to Connor Helmbein, it's like, this is not the monetization play. The game, the industry right now is not lined up to pay us for our plays and for the support like that. We have to go get that on our own. You know what I mean? So I'm like, I'm like, fuck the 3 different videos and monetizing the 3 of them separately. We want the experience. We want the video to come like this. We want the consumer to feel like this when they watch it. So we're going to give up that whatever pennies and nickels, you know what I'm saying, we're going to leave over there.
It's all about the art first.
Yeah, bro. So the art gets put first. And now it's like, if the brand awareness now comes, if that shit hits for something, I mean, what does that look like to sell sloth gear when there's 3,000 fans instead of 300 or instead of 30 or instead of 3? You know what I mean? So it's like the exponential, again, back to that curve is
or
like,
even
bro.
3 to the 30 to the 100. Because really, if you get 100 people to spend,
sheesh, bro,
what, $20 on something or $40 on something?
Yeah,
it's
I mean, the math is, you know what I mean? The math is the math is mathing, bro, and it's not a stab or taken away from these people, right? We talk about this all the time, or from your fans or supporters. This is a way for people to support you if they want to. You know what I mean? I just said in my last song, like, I ain't never made no one pay me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that. This is, we're not bending arms behind their back. It's like, this is the movement. You know what I'm saying? This is what we're about. This is what we stand for. These are our convictions. We're going to scream them out loud from the top of the fucking hills. You know what I'm saying? And if there's some sort of positive influence on the culture, like, salute. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely.
But we're really just pushing because we also know on the back end, we learning this shit.
Yeah,
exactly. I'm learning discipline. I'm fucking learning the branding. I'm learning. So it's like, you know, there's this double-edged sword, bro, where it's like, yeah, man, it's there. It's on the floor.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're not anywhere that's, you know, far off. You know what I mean? And there's still so much work to do, but it's like we can already see.
Yeah, you can see the
mean?
growth at least. You know what I'm saying? And anything with consistency, you know, it's like, that's where I feel like the conversation just ends up going of like, this is streaming and this is them not paying unless you have this many plays and it's fucked up. And it's like, yeah, but this is one little ass thing. Like, this is one small thing that like a lot of people aren't even really that concerned over anymore. It's like, somebody said one time that they felt like Spotify was the best place for like discovery out of everything. So even if
that makes sense, because like playlists and shit.
Yeah, so even if that's true, then you are at that point doing it just to get exposure. You're not doing it to like bring in these fans. To convert people. Like you might convert those people depending on how many times they see you, but it's really going to be your online presence, your live shows, your fucking that live presence. You know what I'm saying? The type of experiences you can really bring people in to like buy into and stuff like that. We even me and somebody else accidentally talked about super briefly. It was like we were talking about festivals, and then like it was such a fucking quick conversation that the conclusion somehow ended up being like, but we don't want to do festivals anyway. Really, people want these little micro experiences. Yeah, it's like that's almost more valuable now than the festivals, which like 5 years ago would probably be blasphemous because like everyone loved Coachella and fucking like
EDC and all the other shit outside of art.
Which everything is still huge, right? But it feels like it definitely has become somewhat lackluster, especially for somebody who, might not have that name. And then you get up on that stage and you have a backing track and nobody fucking fucks with that because they don't know you first, Future might be able to get away with that, but that's Future, you know what I'm saying? Like for you to do the same thing is like just shoot yourself in the foot. But that's what's been shown to you. So of course that's what you're gonna go do. Yeah. But you gotta feel the shift, right? Like you said, this is one part of the many shifts that are already happening. You know what I'm saying? Like,
so how do you zoom out and get ahead of the ball and shit? You know what I'm saying? How do you really, bro, you gotta
make the shit work for you.
Yeah, man. Shout out Ray, man. Luxury by innovation. You know what I'm saying? LSI, bro, that's real, man. Innovating, finding a way to, you know what I'm saying, to be at least not behind, right? If you're still watching trends and getting on them, which is still a very valuable thing to be doing when it comes to like marketing, you know what I'm saying? Like, right, if you see a trending audio and then you use it, you know what I mean, and it helps.
It could,
you know what I mean? There's things like that like for sure make sense, you know what I mean? But it's
with in tandem of the other thing, you know what I'm saying? You can't lose out the thing, which is also goes back to the, really getting whatever works for you, that micro content, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want to do music videos, you're kind of not as ahead, like you're talking about, like the innovation, like you have to pick and choose certain things, and then you have to go now to this short form stuff. You know what I'm saying? If you're still fighting Instagram and TikTok, you're
losing.
What's wrong with you?
You're losing. You're losing. But
it's too late. Yeah, it was a fight 3-4 years ago.
Shout out my boy Maggiano, but it's okay.
Yeah, it's okay.
That's my boy's favorite words. Yeah, when we say it's okay, all we mean is that I'm not going to sit here and cast judgment because I know that there's people that believe different ways and different paths. But I mean, like if you're going to ask Josh, Jordan, and Chico what we think that social medias are 100% necessary for a growing brand or entrepreneur in any light to try to breach outside of, first of all, their geographical market. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Just to fucking start. And then beyond that, just the sheer volume of people. You know what I'm saying? Even if you're talking about in Sacramento, how many people can I reach if I walk fucking door to door versus if I run an actual geotagged ad to fucking within 5 miles from here? Yeah, we're going to get on a lot of people's fucking timelines. You know what I'm saying?
Even outside of that, we've known now that it's not really about just doing that.
It never can be, right?
It's
always in tandem,
yeah,
right?
It's about
everything's
that.
always in tandem.
And physically.
Yes.
You know
you have to go door to door and that. Yeah. We were just talking to the fucking sales dude that was coming here and telling us that shit, bro, going door to door. And we're like, this is fire. Let's get you on the back end shit of shit. You know what I mean? But but remember, he's already got the opposite problem that, like, I would feel like the music community feels or has, which is like, he's going door to door because he knows that sells and converts. Yeah. So he's not even worried about online. No. Where we're only worried about online because that's maybe one place we feel like there's more opportunity to convert. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it's like you got to go door to door. You got to do both. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you got to do both, bro. Hey, how do we check how long we've been streaming and shit?
34 minutes.
Oh, yeah. It's up. Well, shit, man. Groundwork Live. Yeah. Are you fucking with it?
Yeah, tight shit.
I'm fucking with it. Bobby, one more time, bro. We love you, brother. You hear me? Bro really popped up, made this shit crack. Look, watch this. Watch how I can bring in music, guys, on the broadcast. I hope y'all can hear this because Chico told me he couldn't.
I could.
Let's see. Let me see if I can pull it in. Yeah, there it goes. I can hear it. Yeah, man. Groundwork. You know what I'm saying? Not only highlighting the creative, but the processes that make them them. I hope everybody has a great rest of their Thursday evening. I hope you're getting through doing what you're supposed to be doing. My brother Cheat Code's still trying to check audio on the way out. He don't know if he can hear the song. I can hear it. I don't know. I don't know, man. I love y'all. Cheats. Any last words? Tell him. You close it. Fuck it.
Peace out.
I love it. Straight to it. You gotta press it to stop it.